My dear crypto enthusiasts, this is Kosta, and today I'm going to be with you on a cryptocurrency Libra, the Facebook's coin. So let's check it together.
Okay, great. Before we start a review of a new currency Libra, uh, I would like to share with you some information, very important information. Here is the website by libracoins.online. Please stay away from this website because they claim that you can buy and sell Libra coins online, which is not true at all. And they also claim that promo will end in 4 days, which is also not true. There is no Libra coins in 4 days or even in 4 months since now. Believe me, because there is a lot of regulation coming up, and government doesn't know how to regulate this cryptocurrency. So there is no way that Libra coin is selling in this website. They show here the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin Cash, the currencies that you can use to buy Libras. But it's obvious that when you will send your Bitcoin or Ethereum or Bitcoin Cash to the other wallet address, you'll never see your funds, especially you'll never see the Libra coins as well. So be careful with that. Stay away from the scammers. Make your own research before you make investments. This is my advice for you guys.
June 18, 2019, Facebook announced the world that the social network launches its own internal currency with a postmodern name Libra. As noted in the edition of The Insider, on one hand, Libra is Latin balance balancer, is an ancient Roman measure of weight. Similar to pound is an obvious reference to the gram, corresponding to the Telegram messenger, the creation of which its founder Pavel Durov announced for a year and a half back and has already collected $1.7 billion for a new crypto named Gram. This way, Durov has huge plans to turn the Telegram messenger into a crypto payment system. In addition to the payment system, there will be hosting, anonymizer as a simple address system. Everything is encrypted, distributed, and elusive. Most investors of this project are originally from Asia, so there is an opinion that this crypto will kill a weak currencies that are issued by the poor third world countries, because it is easier to download a Telegram app to simply and cheap smartphone and start to send and receive funds rather than open a bank account in these third world countries. By the way, if you're really interested in this new gram coin that is going out later this year in October, please comment me and I'll make your deep review video. Okay, so why government afraid of Libra? If you are talking about Telegram with its tone, Telegram open network, that can overtake some third world countries with its gram currency and only with 270 million users. So try to imagine what's going to be with Libra coin considering that Facebook has more than 2 billion users. It's going to change the global financial system as it is. And that's why we can see Senate debates on that, trying to understand how they can regulate that. Zuckerberg does not like that. Not entire population of Earth has access to banking services and transfers. That the poorer person is, the more he pays banks for financial intermediation. Mark Zuckerberg does not like that not the entire population of the earth has access to banking services and transfers. That the poorer person is, the more he has to pay banks for financial intermediation. Libra aims this and banked against these philanthropic plans, and the American Congress is ready to fight as hard as they can. And believe me, they can. Why Congress is so aggressive to Libra? Well, there's quite a lot of reasons. Let's start from the first one. It is privacy. Facebook is a champion of episodes of violation of users' privacy. And also Zuckerberg promises that this time everything will be different. But who will believe him? Especially now amid payments of $5 billion dollars which Facebook is forced to make in connection with his story of Cambridge Analytica. Secondly, monopolization. Facebook, along with WhatsApp and Instagram, is a digital empire that extends over earthly empires. Its population 2.4 billion people, about a quarter of the population of the entire planet, and unbanked among them, from half to one third, and about a third relatively rich people in the countries of the notorious Golden Billion. Zuckerberg offers these people an alternative economy their money, their banks, their producers of goods and services. To manage the currency and the entire system, the social network has gathered a solid consortium, the Libra Association. It includes representatives of payment systems from respectable Visa and MasterCard to paytechs, fintech unicorns, telecoms, and technology companies. Facebook itself participates in it through its subsidiary Calibra, and with it Vodafone, eBay, Uber, Lyft, Spotify, and so on, as well as blockchain companies, venture capital, non-profit organization, and I'm sure this association will grow. In fact, Zuckerberg creates an ecosystem in which the user can both produce and consume anything, both digital services and physical goods, without going beyond the limits of Libra zones. A system with so many resources and with such level of coordination will squeeze out all the competitors in the physical empires and build a super profitable monopoly in the digital world, dictating its own conditions to virtually everyone, platforms, banks, fintech, startups, and ordinary users. Why is the Libra being created as the most stable currency in the world? What is wrong with Bitcoin, you will ask me? Well, guys, Bitcoin these days is very volatile, and Facebook is aiming to make a stable coin that can be source of the settlements. If we take digital gold, Bitcoin itself, it is more store of value but it's only in the long term, of course. So Facebook have decided that Libra has to be a stable coin. That sounds not that interesting for a lot of crypto investors, but let's take a look what that means for the Libra ecosystem. When a user in a Libra association ecosystem exchanges one local currency unit, for example pound, rupee, or a dollar, for some certain number of Libras, two things will happen in the same time. First, issue of money. So Libra will appear in the user's account out of the thin air. Second, formation of a reserve. The amount of in local currency is transferred to the Libra Association and is invested in the basket of the most reliable and stable currencies and bonds. When user wants to withdraw money, for example, back to the local currency, we'll see next steps. Libra as a coin will be written off the balance and destroyed. The association sells in the financial market some assets from the reserve in order to buy the users a certain amount in local currency. So here is the picture is somewhat simplified. In fact, these users buy currency from the dealer by Libra and the reserve is formed by the association. The dealer controls its liquidity itself. The exchange rate will be calculated automatically based on the exchange rates of foreign currency to the competitors of the basket. In fact, 1 Libra is a small share in the basket of the most reliable and stable financial instruments in the world. If you think this way Libra will be stable coin, I'll be arguing here. We already saw how unstable was stablecoin Tether a couple months ago. First, in order to provide 100% cash backing for 2.4 billion digital subjects, the association will have to buy a large number of the most reliable, non-volatile, and uncorrelated tools around the world. And such large-scale buying will make these markets volatile and correlated. If there is a speculative component in the demand for Libra, and there is every chance that this will happen, their purchases will become even more ambitious, and if the bull trend on assets from the Libra basket continues, the players from the non-digital universe will have to join it. It will be extremely beneficial to keep a basket in your account. The demand for assets from it is automatically supported by the demand for Libra from Facebook users, and interest on the basket does not go to the association, it will go to you. In fact, the hype around the new cryptocurrency through the association will be transmitted to financial markets and it will inflate a bubble there. Sooner or later, the bubble in financial markets will begin to deflate, and at the same time with the speculative demand, the reserves of Libra will suffer, followed by the exchange rate, followed by the reputation of the most stable means of payment. So in the new world, private currencies having increased technological muscles will go on the offensive. The territory of traditional money will be under attack from the several sides. fully decentralized currencies like Bitcoin, copyright ecosystems such as Gram and Libra, institutional such as JP Morgan Coin, community money and platforms for all of them like Minter or Intercoin, cryptocurrencies of the central banks, and even currencies secured social rating, loyalty points, development of a smart energy system, and so on. In the future, we will have a cryptocurrencies for each separate reason for the transaction. For example, cryptocurrencies of central banks with built-in mechanism of monetary policy and control over money laundering. Institutional fast, secure and anonymous cryptocurrencies only for the financial giants and mutual settlements. Distributed and transparent cryptocurrencies of local communities, like a Bitcoin, for example. To my opinion, people will use more Bitcoin or Litecoin or other similar crypto assets. Um, why I'm thinking so? I'll tell you, Libra doesn't suit any problems. It will be digital version of a dollar, and it's currency that has third party that is holding the keys to your wallet. Bitcoin is totally different. First of all, it's peer-to-peer system, and your private keys is only your private keys, and that means you possess your wallet, and you're the one who has it in possession. By the way, for everyone who watched my very first video, the Tron Blocks wallet review, thank you for watching it. And also, I'm very glad that you have found my little giveaway on that wallet that I have showed to you. There was a private keys in the first video, so somebody used these keys to get these 20 Trons. Please subscribe to my channel, and I can assure you that very soon you'll get more giveaways. It's going to be not only in a Tron, it's going to be an ADA from Cardano, it's going to be Ripple, XRP, and a lot of other different crypto assets that you can find in my videos, in my wallet reviews, and so on and so on. So please subscribe not to miss this opportunity.